Hello, random stranger. I hope you've been doing all right. Today we are watching episode 10 of Houseki no Kuni, which is the third last episode of the entire series, which is insane. So much has happened. Winter is over. I'm still not over Antak, and I don't think Foss is either. It was pointed out to me that Foss is so hung up on having the new Lunarians show up because obviously they want Antark back. And yep, that was definitely something that hit me as soon as I hit that upload button for the last reaction. It just made me even more sad. I'm not sure how much sadder this show can make me, but I will not put it past them to have something else up their sleeve in the last few episodes. There were some other great comments last episode covering things from why Foss's body can't help but cry out that gold platinum alloy to these really interesting juxtapositions that come up between childhood and adulthood and immortality and change. And there's also this crazy rabbit hole that you can go down when you dig deeper into the Buddhist symbolism behind the story. So because of you guys, I pretty much feel like the comments are essentially part 2 of these reactions. Again, I'm very grateful for them. I almost feel like I should set up a Discord channel or something, particularly because we're almost coming to the end of the series. But I feel like there's still so much more to dig into, and I will be checking out the mangas afterwards, and I would love to have that space where people can talk about those as well. So yeah, we'll see. When I have a bit more spare time, I may set that up. On the episode, just a couple of additional things occurred to me. So every time Foss activates their new alloy-based power, cracks appear all over their body. And again, that is super concerning because it's like this between a rock and a hard place sort of situation where Foss either fulfills their newfound purpose, which is to fight, but progressively loses their identity, or they hang on to their true or original self but go back to being the so-called useless one. It's also kind of alarming that Foss almost seems resigned to the fact that they will eventually have none of their original parts remaining, which is such a dark place to be, because that means that they're essentially giving up on themselves, or at least their original selves. Which brings me to 2 episodes back. In the comments again, there was a discussion on the ship of Theseus, which is this really fascinating thought experiment that basically tries to answer the question, if you keep replacing parts of something, at what point do they cease to be the original thing? Which is the question that's facing us as viewers. Will Foss still be Foss by the end of the series? Whatever the answer is to that, I really don't think that Antark would want what's happening to Foss right now. Antark was externally very cold and unapproachable, but on the inside was so warm and funny and so humane. Foss seems to be going, however, in the complete opposite direction. They were right to say last episode that change is frightening. I think that applies for us as well, watching Foss go through their change. That is so much already, and I haven't even reacted to the episode yet, which is why I have these timestamps down below so you guys can skip all of the ramblings whenever you want. All right, let's get to watching episode 10. We can do this. In 3, 2, 1, go. Straight up Foss being a badass. Oh, this is flashback. And she does this little smile here. Oh, we didn't see it. But she did this really cheeky smile, which is probably what made Foss mad. I mean, Bort mad. It was a very, yeah, I did that kind of smile. Okay, I'm looking forward to getting to know Bort a little bit more. I think I've been wanting to do that since episode 1, really. Just why are they mad all the time, or, what's driving it? Yes, Cinnabar is another one that I'm not sure how much of them we'll see in these last few episodes. I thought it would be a bit more because it seemed in the first 2 or 3 episodes that Cinnabar was sort of Foss's driving force, but that kind of faded away a little bit. I mean, I think it must be so difficult to. I don't know how many, how long the mangas are, but however long they are, it must be super, super difficult to fit everything into a 12 episode series. So, level 5 Sheen. Okay, so some new information. I feel like there's a lot of this that has some Buddhist significance behind it. Several times already. They can't even remember what they were like before. Yep. That's the rub. Are they still Voss? I love that they have a scholar amongst their ranks. Knowledge is important. So Voss is still having trouble sleeping. Sensei must be so tired from staying up with Voss all winter. Persistent. Personal research. Okay, that was pretty tame. No whipping out of scissors. They're all just lining up to examine them. What about Daya? Is this happening? Is this really happening? Is this bot training Voss on their own accord? Whoa, big clash of personalities. Yeah, Voss, you know you're scared. Yeah, but what? How? See, because my understanding was that it's difficult to switch. You can switch partners, but it's kind of weird because you're devoted to them in a way. I don't know how I feel about that. The older Voss would have jumped at that opportunity. Yeah. Maybe they can do a threesome. Like work in a three. They keep showing us Antark. Yeah, their shadow or their influence will be in Foss for the rest of their lives. It's just so sad. Dire's breaking. Yeah, I don't really feel for this new plan. Because I like Dire a lot. You can't just take it back like that, Foss. Oh no. Just putting on a strong face right now. This is not making me like Bot at all. Pay penance. Dire's actually giving them hints how to handle Bot. They love Bot so much that even in this thing, sort of being abandoned, just helping it along. I hope Bot regrets this. I don't know if Bot is being just efficient and practical. Like if they team up, then they can defeat the Lunarians better, but the other part is probably a bit selfish as well, kind of working with the new star. That's Strut. That's shot. Bot knows exactly what Dire's feeling. I don't know about that. Dire almost worships Bot. Well, I am liking this dynamic though, like this mentorship thing. Okay, Bot is good at what they do. There's no question. Twin sunspots. Yeah, I was gonna say, have we had that before? No. Are they becoming more and more human? It's very strange. Ooh, hairy hand. Would it be unfair? There is no fairness in war. Oh no. So like tearing holes in the dimension. That's a big furry. Come on, Foss. Foss, do something. Thank you. Okay, just trying to count how many arms it has. Again, appreciating this movement, this camera movement that follows them in combat. It doesn't seem like their katana's doing anything. It's just sparking off. Run. Yep. They know when to fall back. Yeah. What are they gonna do? They're gonna wake Sensei up? Yeeted. Oh, are they all gonna combine forces? I would love to see that. All 28 of them just hacking away at this thing, including Cinnabar. Oh. What is that? Hmm? Daya. Wait, wasn't Daya? Yes. No, damn it. Or maybe Daya is going to have some kind of use that special technique that they developed, and it works specifically on this thing. Come on, Daya, I believe in you. So it can kind of evaporate and reform itself. No, I don't think so. I just. Oh. That's the weapon. Yeah, okay. Can it see though, or is it operating by smell? Okay, well, it's got 7 eyes. God, stealth mode. It's like a dog. It looks like it just wants to play. Oh, I like those charts on the wall. Yeah, put that on your wall. Luminary maniac. Wait, didn't they just? It literally just rushed past them. It's telling that Alexandrite was like, was this part of your plan? As if what would be capable of doing that? Just using Daya as bait. Come on, Daya. This is a terrifying game of chicken. Where does all that mist come from? Does this waft off the body? It's bugger, isn't it? Yeah. What is taking Borton for so long? They're so scared. There they are. Oh. Oh, so that was the catalyst, like knowing that they've been abandoned in a sense? Okay. I love Daya. Oh god, that looked painful. Oh no. But it's not working, it's just bouncing right off. Oh god, no. What? Oh, smart. Smart. Did they just whack it with their arm? Yeah, I'm bored. Okay, but they can be put back together. I don't know if I saw them, but did Diet slice it with their diamond arm? That was so badass, though. can't. Can they see if their eyes are all gone? I think so. Oh shit. Bort's mad. Okay. I'm okay with Bort being mad this time. Oh no. Mitosis? That was a very combat heavy episode and I loved it. Just a couple of the things that I'm churning around in my mind at the moment. First, Bort suddenly recruiting Foss as their trainee, which I had mixed feelings about. You all know that I love Daya, and I thought the way that Bort did it, I mean, they didn't even tell Daya themselves. Foss had to do that, which I thought was a tad heartless. You think you would have the courtesy to inform your, I guess, life partner that you're suddenly replacing them with someone else. Obviously, Dai was very hurt by it, but it did end up being the thing that catalyzed her to take up the sword and ultimately defeat that weird multi-legged fairy Linarian. It was such a badass moment for Daya, and to have done it while Bort watched on helplessly from the sidelines was just an extra bonus. In the actual fight, Daya got really beat up. There were like limbs and bits flying off everywhere, and I have to rewatch it, but I think Daya purposefully sliced their own arm off to create that sort of jagged edge, which they then used to cut open the Lunarian. It reads like a callback to episode 2. I think it was when we get to know Daya properly for the first time, and they're wearing that glove to cover up their broken off arm. Here, it was using that exact same weakness, but turning it into the ultimate weapon to defeat a completely new type of Lunarian that even the combined forces of Foss and Bort couldn't defeat. It was a great poetic use of antithesis where a character's greatest weakness turns into their greatest strength, which I really, really enjoyed. I also love that soft moment when Jai is telling Bort just how much they care about them, and Bort, for the first time ever, reciprocates. This feels like a big turning point in their relationship, and if it's true that the Foss-Bort relationship thing, a partnership thing, is only temporary, which I hope it is, I think moving forward, Bort won't be so dismissive of Daya, or at the very least, understand more why Daya pushes so hard to prove themselves. Having said all of that, I did love watching Foss and Bort clash with, Bort snarkily giving Foss some really good tips on how to improve their fighting style, and Foss trying to be all tough ass by saying, you think I'll partner with you just because you say so, and then backing away at the last second because they are still scared of Bort. I thought all of that was really great. I did appreciate that Bort acknowledged that Foss is on a mission to recover Antark, and that this training is sort of their way of helping them do that without also getting themselves killed in the process. So to sum up episode 10, lots of mixed feelings about a lot of things. I really love that Daya got her moment, and those combat scenes, they really reminded me of sort of the very first thing that caught my eye about this show. Those smooth camera movements, the speed at which we're keeping up with all of those slashes and flips, and just everything about how those combat scenes are designed. Yeah, I'm gonna miss this show when it finishes. Luckily, we still do have 2 more episodes to go, so until then, I hope you'll have a great rest of the day, and I will see you again for episode 11.